It is wedding season, and perhaps you've received an invitation or two in the mail. So what are you wearing? Well, that depends on the kind of wedding you're going to. We have two experts here to help us out. April Clark is our fashion stylist, and Elana Walker is a certified wedding planner. Ladies, it's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Hi, thank you so much.
So, Elana, the invitation is the first impression guests have about the formality of the wedding, isn't it?
That's right, that's right. Based on the invitation, you can tell whether it's going to be formal or semi-formal based on the fact that if there's a lot of color or the time of the day, that will let you know if it's formal or not.
Okay, so let's get started with the first invitation example, the garden wedding. What can we tell from the garden wedding example?
Well, basically, the garden wedding, there's lots of color, and if you notice, at 2:30 in the afternoon, that's midday, so we know that this is a casual wedding. Plus, there's light bites and libations, so it's not like it's a formal sit-down dinner as well.
Okay, April, what should a lady wear to the garden wedding?
Well, we were wearing my favorite Rent the Runway.
Oh,
so
I
she
love
is
Rent the
wearing
Runway.
a CYNTHIA STEFFE dress, and this is perfect for an afternoon wedding. As you could tell, the invitations had lots of color, so she went ahead and she mimicked that as well. You want to make sure that you keep the colors light, keep everything, the fabrics lightweight, and as well, for shoes, for garden parties, you can wear heels.
That is something I've been wanting to talk with you about because I've always read, don't wear heels, wear wedges because you don't want to sink into the grass.
If she turns around, you can see she's wearing Soulmates. You can find them at DSW. They will help you from sinking in the ground. They're little clear, flat applicators you can put on your heels. Isn't that
this is life-changing.
So for a garden party, you can actually do heels now.
That is remarkable.
Yes.
Thank you. And you look lovely
Yes,
in that dress. Thank you so much. Okay, let's talk about the next example, Elana, the vineyard wedding in the morning.
Okay, so obviously a vineyard wedding in the morning. It's morning time, so we're not going to wear anything. We're not going to wear your traditional ball gown to the floor. This is more of a semi-formal. And what semi-formal means is it still means to dress up, but it just means that you don't need a tux or a long gown to wear to the wedding.
Okay, April, how do you dress for a vineyard wedding in the morning?
So with this, is exactly like Elana said, you want to just make sure that you do fancy elements, leave the sequins and the major beading at home.
Okay.
But you could do things like colored lace and see how she has on the gold details.
Yes.
All of her jewelry came from Moon and Lola, and her shoes are also from DSW. And again, from Rent the Runway, this great wine colored dress speaks fancy, but it's not overdone with the lace.
Lovely. Let's get a spin from you. I want to see all this loveliness.
Yes, yes. And so you want to make sure that you're following mimicking the invitation.
Yeah.
She did with the wine colored, and she looks very elegant, but she's not overdone for an outdoor vineyard wedding.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. Let's move on to our next invitation. This one's for a beach wedding, and this one's a little tricky, Elana.
It is. It's very, very tricky. So this is on the beach at 7 o'clock in the evening. So, and then not to mention, it tells you to wear white. Now, we've had discussions before in the past where you do not wear white to a wedding, but obviously if they tell you to do so, then you do it.
Okay.
The fact that it's in the evening, it means that, you know, it's formal, but the fact that we're at the beach, it kind of pulls it back to semi-formal.
Okay, April, this one's tricky. I can't wait to see what you did.
It is tricky because we've talked about this lots of celebrities and people have been asking guests to wear white. Go ahead and do exactly what they said, and especially pay attention to the time. You want to see how now this dress is long. It doesn't have any beading, it doesn't have any jewels on it, it's very plain, so you're not to mistake who the bride is, but she's very appropriate for the wedding, keeping the jewelry very light or none, and then as you can see in her shoes, very flat, but they're ornate. Making sure that you don't get anything in your sand in your shoes. It keeps it nice and light, ornate, light and airy, and she's ready for the wedding.
And I would imagine you would also want a fabric that's not going to prohibit you being on the beach with sand and wind and water and all that.
That's why you want to stay away from the beading. You want to stay away from anything like suede or anything that would just damage your fabric.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay, another lovely. Next, a country club ballroom wedding. Sounds amazing.
All right, so this is like you said, a ballroom wedding that is at 10 o'clock in the morning. Clearly, we know that you're not going to wear a gown to the floor or tuxedo in the morning. That's just kind of awkward. So again, we're at semi-formal, but you must look cute. So
Okay. Okay, cute it is, April.
So I threw a wild card in.
Oh.
So as you can see, she does have white on, but because she does have this great print on, it's not to mistaken that she's not the bride. And
Right.
she's not a part of the bridal party, but the rules are not hard and fast when it comes to the white. I just want to make sure that you are comfortable, that you love the dress. So if you see a dress that has white in it or it is dominated by white, make sure that it doesn't have any beading, it's not glitzy, but it's appropriate for the church or a synagogue, and then you're fine to go. It's okay. The blue makes it nice and church appropriate.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. And finally, Elana, an invitation to a hotel ballroom wedding.
That's right, that's right. So this is at a 7:30 in the evening. So and it's at a ballroom, so we know that this is formal, very, very formal.
Okay, so you bring out the glitz for this one, April.
Yes, bring out the glitz. And the thing that I love about Rent the Runway is that they give you 2 sizes.
Yes.
So you can get a glitzy, glamorous gown for a fraction of the cost, and then you can get a second size. This dress right here is well over $1,000. She rented it for hundreds of dollars, and she could take lots of pictures for the night and then send it back at the end of the night.
Okay, that is amazing. All the ladies look amazing. Can we get you all back just for one more final look at you? And Sweet Paper did an awesome job on those invitations.
They did an
Lovely.
amazing job.
Okay, ladies, everybody should know what to wear to a wedding now. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.